What is going on, crypto fiends? Ryan Rotolo here, and today we have a news episode talking about a lot of exciting stuff happening in the crypto space. And I know what you're thinking, Ryan, how the hell could exciting stuff be happening right now as the market continues to fall and we're 8 times down from our all-time high? Well, I gotta tell you, buddy, there's some exciting stuff happening around us. It's just a great time to be in cryptocurrencies. Whether you've lost money or you're just getting in, this is a good time to educate yourself as well as make potential investments for the future. So to start things off, I want to say thank you to all you crypto fiends for supporting the channel. Whether you're leaving likes on the videos, comments down below, or even subscribing to the channel, you guys are very much appreciated. And if you do find this video informative, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell as well. So just so you guys know, we do have the Bitcoin light on green because the market is in the green today, looking very good. And I am also rocking my Satoshi Light shirt from the Litecoin Summit. So I'm just feeling crypto today. That's how I'm feeling. So to start things off, we are going to briefly look at the cryptocurrency market, give you guys a good overview of where we currently stand. So coinmarketcap.com, we have market cap up around $8 billion from yesterday. So we are beginning to see some money flow back into cryptocurrencies, and we are up about $200 in Bitcoin from yesterday's video as well at $3,500, up around 7%. We have XRP up 8%, Ethereum up 8%, EOS up 21%, and Stellar up 9%. You guys get the idea. Everything is doing very well today, very well. And yeah, that's the market for you guys. Not much going on. Just so you guys know, I did make recent positions yesterday. I did pick up some more Cardano. I added to my position on Cardano. As of right now, I believe Cardano is my largest investment. Just a project I've always been very supportive and bullish on. I picked it up at around 2 8/10 of a cent yesterday, so I am making a little bit of profit as of right now. And then I picked up a little bit of Tron as well. My boy BitBoy has really been telling me about the potential of Tron, and I gotta say, Tron, it seems like they are really starting to walk the walk. I know in the past they were all talk, but they've been doing some stuff. They're really focused on the gaming industry, and I see I see big potential for cryptocurrencies and the gaming industry to really collide in the future. And then I also picked up a cryptocurrency I'm sure a lot of you are going to ridicule me for, and a lot of you are going to support, but it is my own portfolio, so you got to do what you got to do, and that is XRP. I did pick up some XRP yesterday at 29 cents. I am going to, everything I pick up, I am holding for a long-term investment. Obviously, if something happens, I'll sell out of it, but everything is planned to be held for multiple years to come. And XRP is one of them I am adding to my portfolio, to the simple factor that they have so many banks on board. They have the Clinton Foundation. They have so many people supporting XRP. I mean, they're not going away. They are only going to continue to grow. And I just follow the money. I'm following the money right now, guys. So that is one I added. Let me know down below your opinion on that. And yeah, that's that. So that's where I currently stand on crypto. You guys know my viewpoint. I am holding for the long term. I have not moved. I have not sold anything throughout this whole bull run, really. I'm just holding for the long term. I've been dollar cost averaging on the way down, and I picked up a little bit yesterday, and I'm glad I did because now the market is starting to move. Hopefully we can continue this momentum upwards. So our first piece of news today, we have big announcements from Bakkt and Vechain. First off, with Bakkt, as reported by Daily Hodl, the CEO of blockchain trading platform Bakkt, Kelly Loeffler, has said that the coffee giant Starbucks isn't the only retail business which has shown interest in teaming up with the upcoming cryptocurrency exchange. The CEO of Bakkt spoke in a recent podcast by the Inside of the Ice House, where she said that Bakkt has heard a lot of interest from some massive companies, such as Starbucks, who want to partner up and give their customers a way to make purchases by converting crypto to cash. Loeffler said, since that announcement, we have heard from others that want to do that as well. This is huge news, guys. Whether you think it or not, Loeffler, the CEO, has come out and announced that there are a lot more companies other than Starbucks at sort of the same scale of Starbucks, at least that's how she makes it sound, that are interested in working with the Bakkt exchange where you can do crypto to cash payments in their retail stores. This is massive news. Starbucks alone was already a big deal, and Starbucks has the #1 pay app in the United States with Starbucks Pay, but now that we have potential more retailers jumping on board with Bakkt. Bakkt could be a killer of an exchange. This could outpace a lot of other cryptocurrency exchanges. Now, keep in mind, they say there's a handful of more retailers at the same sort of level as Starbucks, and I mean, you can't really put a name on who they could be. Maybe like Target, I don't know, Publix, Walmart even. Walmart would be massive, the largest retailer in the United States, store retailer. And this is just huge news. Now, of course, they're not going to say specifically who it is yet, because, you know, nothing's official yet. But once it's official, I'm sure they will come out and announce it. And they probably will say that before the launch of their exchange. Also, keep in mind, if they continue to gain partnerships, they may extend their launch date back a little bit, from, I believe, January 24th, a little bit later. But in the grand scheme of things, this is great news for cryptocurrencies. Keep in mind, if they get one partnership, say with Walmart, that is massive for cryptocurrencies. So many new retailers are going to be having the potential to learn about cryptocurrencies and potentially jump on board with cryptocurrencies and realize the benefits of using crypto in stores. That would be awesome. So that is what's going on with Bakkt. Now, when it comes to Vechain, the worldwide leading public blockchain platform, has started to work with a leading cloud service provider in the United Arab Emirates. In a recent press release published yesterday, Vechain and BIOS Middle East have come to an agreement after they both signed a memorandum of understanding. This is in order to create a blockchain as a service framework and launch blockchain-enabled cloud services. Vechain's wide range of blockchain solutions for enterprises comprising of the Internet of Things are ripe for major cloud service providers like BIOS Middle East to provide a variety of blockchain as a service offerings to existing clientele across energy, finance, retail, petrochem, and healthcare industries in the Middle East. Vechain is a project that continues to succeed. Right now, what this says is that they're working on a cloud service for the Internet of Things. We all know about the Internet of Things, where practically every electronic that can connect to something can be all connected with each other, and it's kind of scary to think about, but Vechain wants to create a cloud service for the Internet of Things and allow businesses to utilize that cloud service. So they did just partner with BIOS Middle East. They signed a memorandum of understanding, so big partnerships happening with Vechain as well. Next up, we have an article that is kind of funny and kind of upsetting at the same time. Hong Kong Bitcoin millionaire arrested after throwing cash off of an apartment building. I'm sure you guys saw this video that went viral about this 24-year-old Chinese Bitcoin millionaire, Wang Ching Kit, where he was throwing hundreds of millions of HKD off of a rooftop, and that's $13 bill notes, so $13 in the United States, and he was just launching hundreds and hundreds of them off of this rooftop in a very poverty-based neighborhood, and unfortunately he was arrested. I know, guys, it's ridiculous. When you go out and do good, you get in trouble for it. So I just thought this was really cool. Just imagine walking down the street and seeing this and just thinking, like, the gods right now are so good. The gods are great. So yes, he did unfortunately get arrested. He got arrested for disorderly conduct in a public place, and they have also urged members of the public who were beneficiaries of his lawlessness to return the bills to where they got them. I definitely doubt that people are going to return the bills that were thrown down from the sky. But also, this is a quote from Wang Ching Kit himself. Today, December 15th, is FCC's biggest day in announcing the trade race. I hope everyone here will pay attention to this important event. I don't know whether any of you will believe money can fall from the sky. This is exciting stuff, guys. I don't know if he knows something that we don't. I'm sure he does. He is a Bitcoin millionaire. and he's launching money out of the sky just for the joy of it. But that is some news coming from Hong Kong, where a Bitcoin millionaire was arrested. Next up, Bitcoin is good, not manipulable by any government, says the U.S. Chief of Staff. This week, following the scheduled leave of John F. Kelly, United States President Donald Trump has chosen the pro-Bitcoin Mick Mulvaney to serve as the acting White House Chief of Staff beginning in 2019. According to the Washington Post, Mulvaney has been very vocal about his support of Bitcoin, and in a speech covered by Mother Jones, praised the decentralized nature of Bitcoin as consensus currency. In 2016, Mulvaney reportedly said that the Federal Reserve effectively devalued the dollar and emphasized that the exercise of such control is not possible with a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin that is not manipulable by any government. Is it good for Bitcoin that Mulvaney is saying this? Having a high-profile official and influential member of the Trump administration is certainly positive for the long-term growth of the asset. While the neutral stance of Mulvaney towards the cryptocurrency sector could affect the mindset of regulators and lawmakers in the U.S. to a certain extent, it realistically cannot have a short-term impact on the roadmap implementation by commissions like the U.S. Securities Exchange or the CFTC. The presence of pro-Bitcoin and crypto officials in the U.S. government, however, could encourage other government officials to evaluate cryptocurrencies in a neutral way and analyze the benefits that the decentralized financial system can bring. In my opinion, I think it's about time. It's about time we have some government official that has common sense. I understand that Bitcoin will greatly affect the US dollar as we know it when it comes to finances, when it comes to banks and institutions and all these middlemen, debit, credit cards, and the long term of things. But you have to be honest with yourself. When you see something that's better than something else, just come out and admit it. Just say it's true. Just say this is better, this technology is better, and this technology can be very beneficial if we utilize it in the right manner. So thank you to the new U.S. Chief of Staff for coming out and finally saying something. Hopefully his word can get across to more government officials, and we could see a big change in the view of government officials. And I don't mean to be that sort of naysayer of the government in the U.S., but our government is made up of an older generation, and no offense to that, but they don't really fully understand technology in this day and era. They don't understand the new things around them. They're still stuck to the old paper and pen, the traditional wired telephone, all that sort of stuff. And again, I don't mean to insult anyone, but realistically, when you have people like that in office making decisions for everyone, especially making decisions for the millennials and the X generation that are going to this is going to have a great effect on them in the future, it's going to cause a big issue. And a perfect example is I watched the Google hearing where the Google CEO sat down and discussed privacy settings and all that sort of stuff, and it was pretty crazy to hear the questions that the court was asking the Google CEO. I mean, they were asking ridiculous questions that are just common sense that Google does not do or that Google does. So I think that was a really good example. Same with Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg when he had the same situation. It's a real good example to show that the government is kind of out of date. The government officials are kind of out of date when it comes to new technology. So hopefully they can learn a little bit why this new tech is so beneficial. And if anything, unfortunately, down the road is when this will really take mainstream, when we can start getting more level-headed government officials in office like this new U.S. Chief of Staff that clearly sees the benefits of Bitcoin and how it can greatly be utilized in the future. So next up in our last piece of news today, Ethereum beats Bitcoin Cash's price for the first time ever as crypto markets see growth. I just thought this was pretty interesting. Ethereum did just surpass Bitcoin Cash in dollar value, not in market cap. Of course, Ethereum has been above in market cap, but Ethereum is currently around $94 and Bitcoin Cash is around $90. And this is the first time in history this has ever happened. So Bitcoin Cash, it seems like it is starting to slowly deteriorate as more people are beginning to care less about Bitcoin Cash. And even Bitcoin SV, I gotta admit, Bitcoin SV has been working its way up in the ranks, and they've been competing. As you guys can see, they're very close right now to competing with the number one hard fork spot. But in general, guys, my personal take on the whole hard forking Bitcoin Cash wars, Bitcoin wars, hard fork wars, whatever, I think it's complete nonsense. I really think all these dudes need to lose their egos and just drop their projects, because they're complete trash. They're useless. I mean, what they're doing is nothing that Bitcoin can't do if we really work on the development, and the majority of people that jump into cryptocurrencies are not going to really even look at these. They're going to say, what are these? These are just knockoff versions of Bitcoin. So, I mean, that's my take on things. I think they really need to just disappear into the rankings, and I'm sure it will happen over time. But as of right now, considering both of these guys have so much money to continue to pump into their own cryptocurrency, it's going to be a long time off before we really see these deteriorate over time. And keep in mind, you do get these for free if you hold Bitcoin once they fork. So all those people that are holding Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV without even knowing it, you know, they're just going to be holding onto it for a long time. So that is all the news I have for you guys today. I know I ranted on a little bit. I went off topic a little bit, but it happens. Let me know down below what you think about all this news, and do you think this is the start of the momentum up to a new bull run? Is it altcoin season? Because I would love for altcoin season to happen. I am so tired of seeing my portfolio diminish every single day. It hurts. It really does hurt. But of course, I'm still here producing content for you guys, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. And if you do find this video informative and you're not a part of the community, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next.